Martin, it's an honor talking with you. Thank you for staying here with us.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be with you.
Well, tell me about your life. Why was your first protest?
One day, a black woman was arrested because she refused to give up the seat in the bus. In my opinion, just for being African American. So I decided to start a non-violence protest and ask the people not to use public transport. 1 year after the start to the bus boycott, the racial segregation was declared illegal in public transport in the city.
It's true that your name was Michael?
Yes, was about to say I'm Michael King Jr. I'm my father. But after a family trip to Germany, my father decided to change his name and mine for Martin Luther King in honor of the theologian Martin Lutero.
What you inspired?
Especially to improve the living condition in the integration of African Americans in our country. I'm more convinced than ever that the method of non-violence resistance is the most powerful weapon possible for oppressed peoples in their struggle for justice and human dignity. In a literal sense, Gandhi embodies in his life certain universal principles that are inherent in the moral structure of the universe, and these principles are as ineluctable as the law of gravity.
Have you been arrested?
I was arrested more than 20 times. On one occasion, I was 382 days in prison because of the bus boycott. During the 381-day protest, I was arrested. My home was destroyed, and he received many threats against his life. The boycott in 1856, with a Supreme Court order prohibiting segregation in public transportation in the city.
What characterized your fight? I mean, with society.
Defend mainly civil rights. Be able to face everything and everyone without resorting to violence. Have a peaceful fight against racism, social justice, and honesty.
Tell me about your speech. I have a dream.
I was a totally improvised speech where there were more than 250,000 people, the largest manifestation of Washington, D.C. This beautiful speech advocates peace and equality among human beings, a message of incredibly ethical value that earned me the Nobel Peace Prize in 1864. I dreamed that one day, on the red hill of Georgia, the children of the former slaves and the children of the former slavers will be able to sit together at the fraternity table. I dreamed that one day, home to the state of Mississippi, and state overwhelmed by the heat of injustice, overwhelmed by the heat of oppression, becomes an oasis of freedom and justice. I dream that my 4 children will live one day in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. This is what I dream today.
Martin Luther King Jr., January 15, 1929, April 4, 1968, was born Michael Luther King Jr., but later has his name changed to Martin. His grandfather began the family long tenure as pastor of the Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, serving from 1940 to 1931. Martin attended segregated public school in Georgia. Graduating from high school at the age of 15, he received the B.A. degree in 1948 from Morehouse College, distinguished Negro Institution of Atlanta, from which both his father and grandfather has graduated after three, which both his father and grandfather has graduated after 3 years of theological, which both his father and grandfather has graduated after 3 years of theological study at Crusade Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania, where he has elected president of the predominantly white senior class. He was awarded the BD in 1951 with a fellowship. Won a Crusade. He enrolled in graduate study at Boston University, completing his residence for doctorate in 1953 and receiving the degree in 1955. In Boston, he met and married Coretta Scott, a young woman of uncommon intellectual